Hi, welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings. I'm Flying MacGuffin, and apparently the Byzantine Emperor is an infant who is severely wounded. I don't know how that happens, but yeah. Our old rival is, no, I guess he's not really our old rival. We took a province or two from him, but, yeah. Um, he died, and he's been giving away a lot of provinces. Trapezius here, and a bunch of other ones. He can't give away these because they're occupied by the Turks. But I guess I was wrong because it did keep the siege effects. So that doesn't have anything to do with the king dying. I don't know what causes that. Maybe it's some weird thing, or maybe they just had a bajillion troops everywhere. Another thing is that event that lowers people's children's specifically education stats. I didn't get rid of it, but I lowered it and made it like less likely to happen. So it still has the effect it's supposed to have, which is to equalize the stats. But I don't do that very often. What it does do is it evens things out, and it's not as annoying, and it doesn't pop up, and it's just not as extreme when it does. I took away all of them above -2, so the 3, 4, and 5 are gone, and I made it so that it's less likely to happen, which you can't see on the thing. So yeah, I'm just letting my reputation run down, like always. And waiting for my second child's education to come in. I have a feeling that he'll end up being better than Michael here, but we'll see. I'm really looking at diplomacy and intrigue, and one's got better diplomacy and one's got better intrigue. So, I'm looking for 11 or 12 intrigue, which Michael has. But I'd rather have a better than a 7 diplomacy, so if he gets a level 2 or 3 education trait, he should get like, I think it's +2 for a level 3, I don't feel like looking, which will put it up to 10, which is fine. Or it may just go up to 9, because it's a +2 and it's a -1 for losing this. Yeah. So, but if we get a +4, it's a +5. So, if we get a level 4, it's a +5. So, maybe we'll get a level 4. Maybe we'll get a level 3. I've been getting real lucky with. Well, actually, I've been picking the people that got level 3, level 4 education traits with advisors. Oops. God damn it. With advisors like, ooh, the heck. My Stewart sucks. I need to get a new one. I didn't realize it was that bad. Yeah, with advisors like this, and like this, and like this, it's no wonder that, and 15 is good. I'm exaggerating when I say, oh, it sucks, but it sucks compared to what we're used to. Yeah, now our income goes up significantly. I can actually check our provinces and see if we can build stuff now. The intrigue does affect that. Or, stewardship does affect that. Anyway, we also got an upgraded, mine. No, it's an upgraded smithy in Alexandria, so that'll get us more money. And I had to rebuild my moneylenders in Giza. I'm going to try to keep more up to date on things from the micromanagement perspective, because I'm not really sure how much more expansion I'm going to do. My only real targets are getting another province for the Baghdad Duchy, which is probably going to be Euphrates or Kirkuk. And then I was thinking I would get Cyprus, but it depends on how the Byzantines go. Maybe Crete and Rhodes. I have Corfu, which I just kind of got because somebody declared war on them, and I got a claim holder, and I decided to stick them in power for shits and giggles. You deal with the Cassids over here. I'm not really going to do anything about them. I think the Pope's just going to keep attacking them, and they'll keep popping up. Hopefully they don't pop up in my lands. I don't think they could take away a single province person, but they could take away Tunis from me, which is total shit, because this is the best province. So, we'll see about that. But really what I was thinking about is getting a port on the Persian Gulf. The easiest way to do that is get this Tlemcen thing, Kufa from the Byzantines, and then Basra, which is independent. All of these are part of Mesopotamia, and everything past this is Persia. Well, this is Persia. So, Persia actually goes up like this, and then, yeah, like that. And then it stops here. So, I'm not really interested in Persia. Persia's kind of a big mess I don't want to mess with. It goes all the way up to here. And then Khazaria right there. I wish there was a menu you could click on and see where the borders were more definitely, rather than just having me point them out with my cursor. Mesopotamia is still kind of really huge, so I'm not even close. Yeah, C's 7 and 27. If I got like 10 provinces, maybe I could make it. But I'm not too worried about that. Actually, yeah, I still need to get this, and I still have stuff in Syria. Now, to solidify having complete control over my kingdoms, I would have to get these, but I'd have to get them from the Pope, which is not something I'm prepared or willing to do at the moment. The Pope is, number one, the Pope is really strong. Not as strong as me, but really strong compared to other people, and I like that. Having a strong Pope is good for Catholicism in general. So, yeah, if no, they're getting take back. Yeah, Sicily, if they got Rome, then it signals a comeback for them, but they're not. Anyway. So I'm kind of thinking about this in a future sort of way. Let me think about this for a minute. I'm thinking that the easiest route of expansion would be Mesopotamia, because it's all Muslims. And the Turks are really fractured and quite weak. I'm much stronger than them. Yeah, I outnumber them like 5 to 1. So I'm not really in any danger, and that would actually help out the Byzantines a lot. The Byzantines are Orthodox and they hate me, but it's better than the Turks. And it would get us our Persian Gulf port, which could be important come Eve 3. We could also expand into Syria, but that pretty much everything in Syria, aside from like these 3 provinces, that's not even in Syria, these 2 provinces are controlled by Christians, so I'd have to grab titles and do that. I could take out the Cassids, but I've explained why I'm not going to do that. And I could get Renee from the Danes here. I'm wondering why the Danes haven't taken out Mecklenburg. Usually they do if they've expanded into northern Germany. And in Germany in general. I guess they got the main province of Mecklenburg, so I guess that's why they don't really care. They got Bornholm and Rügen. Oh, no, they don't. Who does have Rügen? I don't really care. And who's this? Greater Poland. Oh, right, that's because Poland is a duchy, or what's it called? Bishopric, which is dumb. I don't know. The Teutonic Order is still there. They're not expanding at all like they usually do, but I guess there's not really any... Yeah, there's not really any pagans around to do it in. Yeah. Oh wow, all of Finland. Yeah, that's Catholicized pretty good. Orthodoxy is kind of... Even Novgorod. Novgorod is Catholic now. Yeah, most of the pagans are down here now. Crimea is still Jewish. This is probably not going to last very long. But yeah, there's only a few of them left. Pagan provinces. And Orthodoxy is kind of on its way out. The Byzantines are still Orthodox, obviously. And there's some here, and then a little bit in Russia, but mostly it's Catholic. What is? Oh, it's just the Bay that controls. Okay. And then Muslims over here. And it's slowly but surely getting taken over by Catholicism. Oddly enough, most of the Muslim provinces are controlled by Christians and not by Muslims. Like this, the Almoravids control one Catholic province, so they actually might convert. I've seen them do it before. I've seen the Almoravids in particular convert to Christianity. Also, the Beni Yani, or one of the North African groups, they converted to Christianity. It was pretty funny. So, yeah. Mainly though, I'm looking at my expansion routes, and what I'm seeing now isn't really pretty, but we can definitely do it. I'm gonna think about it while I let my reputation go down to 0, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to look at it from a long-term perspective. See, right here, I don't even have to attack the Turks. I can just, yeah, this entire coast, none of it is controlled by the Turks. Who controls this? Laristan. I don't know who that is. Anyway, it's a county though, so I would have to attack Byzantines for this, and the Turks control this, so I can't actually capture it. I think I can go around it though. Let's check out Basra. Basra's a decent province. Yeah, these aren't bad. Basra itself is not that great, but the rest of it. Yeah, and this is actually like a duchy. These ones right here. And then Daman here is owned by this guy. That's pretty cool. Maybe we can be allied with him or something. Not now. We're allied. We only ally with kings now, because that's how we roll. Except for when we come in and we actually attack our ally, which I did that accidentally. I didn't realize that we were actually allies, and I'd already committed to it when I realized it. Another thing I'm thinking about doing is I'm looking at some of my leaders, and a lot of them are rebellious, and some of them aren't, which is good. But I'm looking for people who aren't Bretons, like this guy here. He's a loyalist, so I'm not going to replace him. This guy is a Breton, and he's not in my family, but that's fine. I don't really mind. What this does, having a person who's not in your bloodline be a control, see, and he's a loyalist too, is that it will make it so that I can marry people off more easily and not have to worry about inbreeding, so that the Yasin family, which I think, no, they're Hassans. We get a lot of Arab names up in Europe. Which makes sense for over here, I guess, even though it's the male line that we're tracing. The Dutch guy, I don't know where he came from. He's definitely a member of the bloodline. Because I want to convert provinces. See, this is Arab, and every province bordering it is Breton. But because this guy is Dutch, it's very much harder for it to convert on its own. Now, I have two options. I could take this away. It's much easier to take it away from a duke than a count. They resist it less. We do lose reputation, and then I could just hold it and wait until it converts and then give it back. That would actually be quite easy. Probably the easiest way. I could replace him, which would be much hard. Because if you remember back, way back, when we were trying to replace Cyrenacia, and we went through all that trouble, and I actually ended up killing the Pope to get rid of him. That's the kind of thing we would have to do with him, only instead of losing prestige and stuff, he would probably cause a civil war. And basically what we would have to do is take away a province one at a time, and then take away his duke title, and then take away his last title, to do that. So basically, there's no reason to do it, and just take away Tabuk and then give it back. He's not going to convert his province back to his culture, because my culture matches the culture of his province, so he's not going to convert it. The Archbishop of Syria is rebellious, but I don't really know what else to do with him. I don't know if they convert. I think they do convert culturally from them, but I don't really have any kind of reason to think about it. This isn't the same. This isn't in the same kind of boat that. Yeah, exactly the same kind of boat that Tabuk is in. Beersheb, and he is Breton, but yeah, it's because he's cruel, selfish. I can't see what kind of laws he has. But yeah, the cruelty thing prevents conversion, cultural conversion. Let's see what I have. Yeah, just gives you a bonus. I think generous gives you a bonus. I'm not sure what wise. Yeah, but we get a bonus, and stability gives a bonus. But our stability is low because we lost a leader capturing one of these provinces. I don't remember which, but sometimes you lose a stability for that because it causes sedition or whatever. Anyway, I've been babbling for a long time. I'm gonna let my reputation go down to 0, and then either grab titles or start attacking people down here. Well, I guess we know who's gonna be king. I'm right here. He's not as good diplomatically as his father, or stewardship-wise, but he is now definitely better than his brother. I don't know if I paused the game. Stop. And his wife's pregnant and stuff. Whatever. I actually found a person who's not in our bloodline for him to marry that was Breton. So we have less likely to get the people to not be Bretons. Whatever. So, I'm going to give him a province. I'm going to give him Limassol. Because Limassol sucks. Yeah, Limassol really sucks. And then I'm going to give him Famagusta. I don't need to give him a Duke title, because my other son isn't a Duke. Actually, no, I'm gonna wait a year to do it, just to kind of see how he matures and stuff. Right now, yeah, he's our dude, so I don't even have to give him a province. That would lower our reputation, so that's the reason I was gonna do it, is lower reputation. And as you can see, Limassol is actually converted to Breton, and I've put the clergy power up to try to get rid of this. It's more gold, but it causes a lot of bad stuff for us. So yeah, pretty soon after talking about that's what happened. Um, and I do have another kid that I could do. He got changed to a martial education. We'll see where he ends up. He's actually German, which I hadn't noticed until just now. He did have a son who died. Our wife is crazy. Yeah. Oh, also one of the things I'm thinking about doing in EU3, I'm going to change the name of the names of the provinces that are Breton culture. I'm going to leave Alexandria, and I'm going to leave Cairo, and Jerusalem. But pretty much everything else is up for grabs. So, if anybody has any suggestions for what I should name the provinces, of course it's going to take, 80-some years for that to happen, but I'm just kind of coasting at this point. I recently got the new expansion for EU3, so I'll see if I can get that set up. I haven't even installed it on this computer yet, so we'll see. Like the reason I think about that is because it doesn't really make sense to have a bunch of provinces named El Arish and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, that's what it's actually called in the game, but because we've pretty much culturally dominated the area, I think it would make sense if we changed the names. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll probably go through the videos and pick out strong leaders and stuff, and make them name it after kings and notable characters, or if anybody has any suggestions, I'll take that. Call it New Brittany and New Brittany 2, Electric Boogaloo. I don't know, whatever. But we may save the news for the New World. I don't know. I kind of like Ultra Jordan. It's a cool name. But I'll definitely be changing the Arabias. I know how to do it in Crusader Kings, but I don't feel like modifying the map. It's a lot easier to do it in EU3. It's a lot easier to do most things in EU3, mod-wise. Crusader Kings is kind of a clunky game for modding. Although writing events is not hard. Anyway, back to doing that stuff.